Am I audible? Well, I'm trained to shout in the parade ground, so even without mic I could do, but yeah. So, one of the most iconic stories for me that built bridges over barrier was that of Lord Rama. His beloved on the other side of the sea, formidable enemy, huge sea in front of him. It doesn't help him crossing there alone. He has to go with his army. And it just doesn't help for them crossing, you know, they're not going there to put a flag. They have to be ready, prepared to fight that war. What they do? They build that bridge, rock by rock. That was a physical barrier. Some thousands or 10,000s of years later, another barrier. This time it was a psychological barrier. Kurukshetra, Arjuna standing right in the middle of two armies, refuses to fight. He says, Gandivam sramsate hastat tvakchaiva paridahyate. My bow is shaking in my hands. My skin is burning. I'm sweating. He tells Lord Krishna, I don't want to fight. He sees his doting grandfather on the other side, revered gurus, respected teachers, his cousins. He says, what good is this? I don't want to fight. Lord Krishna then helps him build that bridge. He helps him cross from doubt to duty. Contemporary times, we have many examples. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, born into poverty, circumstantial barrier, goes on to become president of the country. Arunima Sinha, thrown off the train, broke her leg, went on to climb Mount Everest. Malala, that little girl, shot on the head, went on to win Nobel Prize. Milkha Singh, orphaned refugee, went on to win Asian Gold. J.K. Rowling, rejected multiple times, is now a celebrated author. Kalpana Chawla, examples are many. The barriers can come in many shapes and sizes, many forms: physical, circumstantial, emotional, environmental, societal, psychological. Different people, different times, different continents, same blueprint. Unwavered self-resilience. Namaskar everyone, I'm here to walk you through this from barriers to bridges through the stormy seas. That is what is wellness all about for me. Wellness through the stormy seas. Via few inspiring stories that I heard and few that I led through in my life. So when we look at these famous people, these people who have built these barriers over those bridges, two things are common. They strike through. Number one, immense internal courage, unshakable faith in themselves. Number two, ability to inspire masses, inspire people to walk with them in their mission. Now again, think about that sea. On the surface, it's all chaos, waves and wind, but go a little deeper, it's very calm, serene, still, strong, silent. Each of us is like that sea. Deep within, we are very calm, no matter external circumstances, exam stress, relationship strain, emotional agony, physical pain, heartbreak, whatever we may be going through on surface. Deep within, we have that power, that strength. All that we have to do is deep dive little within ourselves. How do we do it? Very simple. Just listen. Listen to your own selves. And how do we do that? In this era of pings and alerts and buzzers and rings, how do we listen to our own selves? Because your soul is actually whispering to you every day, every moment. How do you listen to it? Again, very simple. Just sit still, close your eyes. You will automatically dive within. Like Steve Jobs said, have the courage to listen to your intuition, to listen to your heart. It somehow knows the way where to take you. So, is it very simple? It sounds very simple. Just sit still and close your eyes. But is it easy to do that in this world of action? Yes. And now you ask me, there are 1,000 things to do, million things to achieve, and you are telling us just to sit doing nothing? Yes. At times, stillness is power, and there is immense power within each of you. So how do we tap that inner power? Sit, Like I said, close your eyes. What happens when you close your eyes? We all are logical beings, right? Everything, when we say something, we need to understand how that works. So that's why I'm taking you through a little bit of, how it happens, what happens. So when you close your eyes, what happens is you stop external feed to your mind. Your mind is a continuously working machine. It needs feed continuously. So when you close your eyes, you're stopping external feed to your mind. And then it will turn inwards. It will go internal. Now, when it is going internal, suddenly it is lost because there's no light falling on the retina, there's no image happening, and suddenly you're closing your eyes. For those of you who are not used to meditation or not used to sitting still, it may be very chaotic within. So give your mind some feed, some work to do. What is that work? Focus on your breath. Just count your breath. Simple. The mind will automatically turn inwards. Now, to begin with, initially, you can sit for little time, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then slowly, gradually, you may increase. Let me back it up with a research. Harvard researchers found that 27 minutes of meditation, pay attention to the numbers, just 27 minutes of meditation every day for 3 to 4 weeks improved the GRE scores by how much? By 25%. Isn't that incredible? Doing nothing, just sitting still. Suppose somebody is struggling in 70s, you're scoring 72 and 73%. You straight away dive into those 90s. By doing what? Just sitting still. Isn't that cool? What will you trade for? For enhancing your percentage by 25%. So that is, and then another, a quick hack of sitting still. Initially, you may not be able to sit 27 minutes. It will look very huge, very large. So sit still initially, time yourself for 3 minutes, close your eyes, sit still. Count your breath. Over a period of weeks, you'll be able to sit for longer. You will not even know when you're clocking 27 minutes, and you will not even know when you stopped counting on your breath. You automatically dive deep within. Now, another thing that will help you ease into this meditation, ease into this process of diving deep within, internal, enhancing your internal power, tapping into that internal power is yogasanas. Loosely, we call yogasanas as yoga. Whenever we say yoga, we refer to yogasanas, but yeah. The purpose of yogasana is not flexibility or strength. That is by the by. That is the secondary outcome. The primary focus, the primary intention of yoga is to help you ease into this dhyana and dharana, focus and concentration. That is the primary purpose of yoga, and that's what yoga will achieve. Simple yogasanas, whatever movements you like. Simple, and you will ease into the meditation. Another simple hack, which all of you can do, just be present. Whatever you may be doing, you may be running, you may be dancing, you may be eating, you may be skipping, you may be watching TV, whatever you may be doing, do it as if you exist for that sole purpose. Be present in that moment, body, mind, and soul. And that's what yoga does. Yoga is not like any other form of exercise. If you are a runner, you do yoga, you will run faster. If you are a dancer, you do yoga, you will be more graceful. Yoga is not about performance. It's about being in present. So that is what will help you get to that first trait of those all the greats that have built their barriers. Tap into your own inner great strength. Now coming to the second trait, wherein they have garnered the power of others. They have inspired others to move with them in their direction. If you stay true to your mission, you will automatically attract people. People will help you. People will support you. People will walk that path for you. As much as you should know what to do, you also should know what not to do. When you are on your mission, help will come from different directions, different spheres. At times from unwanted source. At times from your opposing camps. Let me give you an example of my cadet days. We were on a 4-day jungle camp, grueling jungle camp in the forests of Goa. So we were divided into some 6 to 8 groups, and our group was nailing it. We were on top of the scoreboard. It was like 4 a.m. wake-ups and heavy FSMO packs, huge paper maps to give us direction, and we had to follow stars to know our way, and we had to report to some 5-6 reporting points, start from base and come back to base. So 3rd day, night navigation, first reporting point, we nailed it. Now, second reporting point, we had a brilliant idea. Why not take shortcut? We have to be formidable. We have to be at the top. Nobody should be able to catch up with us. So we said, let us cross the hill. Let us take a shortcut. So we just climbed up nearby hill, and we all were squinting on that map with a small torchlight. Then we suddenly heard a voice, "Psst, psst, this way, this way." We turned around and saw Lieutenant Roy. He was officer in charge of a opposing squad. We said, "Sabotage. He's here to mislead us." We straight away walked in exactly opposite direction. And his psst, psst getting louder and we were walking away from him. Now, 6 hours and 2 broken ankles later, we finished our 2-hour trail. The trail that is supposed to take 2 hours, we took 6 hours. We realized Lieutenant Roy was pointing us in the right direction. What went wrong? Our egos took over. We thought we were formidable, we were there, and we did not trust the help that was coming our way. So whenever you are on a mission, whenever you are walking, there will be people walking with you. There will be some signs that will be coming to you. Never neglect those signs. And there may be something that is coming from, you may think as enemy camp. Never, ever, you should be able to understand and decode those signs. Never let success go to your head. At the same time, never let failure go to your heart. Like Thomas Alva Edison said, "I never failed. I just understood 10,000 ways of how that cannot be done." That is the story about being successful and being. So whenever you are walking on the path, you will have some successful moments. You will have some moments wherein you're failing. Each time, learn, keep learning, and be perceptive. Keep taking in from the universe. They'll be giving you some signs. Keep taking. When you are true to your mission, that will happen. You don't have to really take another course for that. And keep walking your path. Your mission is what you have to be attached to. Now, staying on the mission, let me give you an example. Mumbai under siege, 26/11. I was manning the air traffic control. I was in charge of air traffic control. And the commandos, they were waiting on the tarmac. We were all waiting for that daybreak, for that helicopter launch. So I just went down to have a word with them. What was waiting for them? Complete unknown, unknown enemy, unknown kind of weapons that enemy might possess, unknown number of hours of fight. And what I see are not questions, just a glint in their eyes. They just want to go into that mission. Unwavering spirit. That is what is clue to your mission is. And then daybreak happened. They were halo lifted to Chabad House. That was one of the bylanes of Kolaba. So they completed the mission. They cleaned up the house. And then evening, 4 o'clock, by 4:30, that Chabad house was over. And there was a bus waiting for them. And that bus was not waiting to take them to a party place. Chalo, ladai ho gaya, tum logon ne terrorists ko maar diya, let's go and party, let's go to a pub. No, that bus was waiting for them to take them to another battle, Hotel Taj. Fighting was still on there. It was less than 1 kilometer away from Chabad House. And Mumbaiites were lining up that street on Kolaba Causeway. They were offering them tea, snacks. They said, "Subah se lad rahe ho, chai to pee lo." And you know what the Jawan said? They said, "Nahi, hamara mission abhi khatam nahi hua, abhi baki hai." They just straight away headed. And where to? To another battle. So I ask each one of you, what is that mission that doesn't let you pause? What is that mission that doesn't let you take that break? You are completely attached to it. You are completely walking on that path. And help will keep coming. You don't have to really do something to get that help. All you have to do is tap your inner potential and keep walking on that path. When your purpose is pure, girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, when your purpose is pure, universe doesn't just watch. Universe walks along with you. This great nation is not waiting to just support you. This great nation is waiting to rise along with you. Make this great nation even greater. Let's make this world a wonderful place to live. Keep going. Jai Hind.